Hey guys, Becky here with another recipe using the JETBOIL Mini-Mo. In this video, we'll be making turkey and dumplings. This recipe is a little bit more involved, but the result is a hearty and delicious stew that is great after a long hike or, in my case, a day of swimming. For your tools, you'll need a JETBOIL, a knife, a spoon, and a cutting board. For your ingredients, you will need water, salt and pepper, Bisquick mixed with parsley flakes, carrots, onions, and celery, a little ghee, and some turkey jerky. Take a moment to prep your veggies and give the turkey jerky a rough chop. Drop in a little ghee and some water and turn the JETBOIL to a low setting. Toss in the veggies and let them saute for a minute or two, just until they soften and become fragrant. Add in some water every once in a while just to keep everything from sticking. After the veggies have had some time to cook, you'll be ready to rehydrate the jerky. The jerky gives the broth lots of flavor and adds some much needed protein. It also adds salt, so it's very likely that you won't need to add any additional salt later. Add about 16 ounces of water to the JETBOIL and toss in your turkey jerky. Let it come to a boil and simmer for a few minutes so that all the flavors can come together. You'll want the broth to be well seasoned because the dumplings will absorb all of that flavor. If you're using plain flavored jerky, this might be a good time to add in a bouillon cube. In this recipe, I used Crave's artisanal turkey jerky in Chardonnay and thyme. It gave the broth a really good flavor. While the broth is finishing up, you can make the dumplings. Before my trip, I measured out the Bisquick mix and put it in a Ziploc bag. I wrote how much water I would need to add on the bag alongside some notes. Add the water to the bag and squish to mix. I ended up with way more dough than I needed, even after adding a second batch of dumplings to the remaining broth. I suggest using a generous cup of Bisquick and a third of a cup of water. I should also mention that you should mix the Bisquick mix carefully, especially once it's sealed. It could potentially pop and send a cloud of Bisquick into your face. The next part is a little bit messy. You'll want to spoon out globs of Bisquick mix into your broth. Globs is a technical term, by the way. Repeat this until the surface is covered but not crowded because they will expand a little bit. You can use a spoon to help form the dumplings. These only take a minute or two to cook. You'll know they're ready when they're floating on top of the water. If you're not sure, take one of the dumplings out and just cut it in half. If it's like a biscuit in the middle, it's ready to eat. I hope you found this recipe easy to follow. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.